regards to Guru Mata Patri Madam. I would like to give regards to my first teacher Manorama Madam. I would like to give regards to my parents. I would say my regards to all pyramid masters and astral masters. My name is Vishalakshi Akalwadi. I am from Hubli, Karnataka. I have been practicing meditation for 17 years. I was suffering from severe health issues, which brought me into this beautiful journey. And through consistent practice of meditation, I was able to overcome my health issues, and not just that, it had side effects to it. I became confident, and since the last 4 years, I have been spreading meditation in various sectors like schools, colleges, yoga centers, inner wheel clubs, many more. I am also happy to say that in 2018, the second biggest pyramid in Karnataka was completed in my town, Hubli. I am glad to say that during the opening ceremony, I shared my experience and my journey in this path in front of 1400 people, and this was possible only due to meditation. This is the power of meditation, as I was transformed from my shy nature to being able to speak in front of thousands of people. And from then onwards, I started taking classes in the pyramid regularly. During the lockdown, and I and my siblings started attending Premnath sir's night sessions classes regularly. This session helped me and my sister to convey the story of Sitayana, which is very famous in Telugu, which was narrated by Saroja Gollapalle Madam. In Kannada, we conducted this Sitayana and many more workshops online. So this is my spiritual journey, and it is the just beginning. Today, I want to share a few bits of wisdom of Gayatri mantra with you all. There are hundreds and hundreds of mantras, slokas, stotras, and stutis in the Hindu literature for various purposes from the beginning. The term mantra is derived from Sanskrit word man plus tra, that is mantra. Man means mind, tra means tool. Ancient rishis arranged the words in such a way that they not only convey a deep meaning in it but also create specific energies. The word Gayatri means knowledge. The word Gayatri means the highest frequency. The word Gayatri means the vibration. Gayatri does not have any form. It is we human beings have given her the form for our satisfaction. Gayatri is eternity. Gayatri resides everywhere in this universe. To benefit this universe, Gayatri Mantra was immersed. The word Omkara emerged before Gayatri Mantra. The word Omkara is not a word, it's energy. It's a flow of universe that has come in that sound. The sound of Omkara brings many changes in us and makes us relax as we are a soul consciousness. Our soul power is connected with the universal soul power, so we feel enhanced when we chant Omkara. And in the same way, after the merging our soul power with universal soul power, the knowledge will shower through Gayatri Mantra. One who chants Gayatri Mantra is completely filled with knowledge. Not only by chanting, we can connect with frequency of Gayatri Mantra. One can also connect to the frequency of Gayatri Mantra through meditation and realize the knowledge. One who does not meditate, he has to chant Gayatri Mantra in order to raise to that frequency. Like how we call the earth as Bhumata and the universe as Vishwamata, in the same way, knowledge is regarded as Gayatri Mata. This universe is filled with Jagan Mata consciousness. So, we give every consciousness the stage of Mata so that we are connected as the children and receive the love and knowledge of the Gayatri Mantra frequency. So the Rishi started giving the name Mata to consciousness. From the Vedic times, it started as Bhumata, Vishwamata, Jagan Mata, and Gayatri Mata. Every Mata is a consciousness, unique consciousness, and has merged to teach some lessons and eradicate negatives on this earth which are affecting the growth of the earth. Gayatri Mantra is called Mother of all mantras. The mantra is as follows. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yonaha Prachodayat. Om is regarded as the primordial sound that has existed from the beginning of the universe. Lord Krishna says that the holy word Om stands for the Lord Himself. Bhur or Bhu means Prithvi or earth. According to Upanishads, Bhu also refers to the breathing in. Bhuvar or Bhuva is the Antariksha or the atmospheric reason. It refers to the breathing out. Suva, it refers to Swargaloka and all the celestial regions above or heaven. Suva refers to holding of breath. Tat means that supreme being. Savit is described as the principle of light manifesting through the Surya. Varenyam means most adorable. It qualifies the Supreme God who is extremely worshipful. Bharga refers to Aditya. Bharga refers to Aditya Devata who dwells in the solar system. It symbolizes as Bharga is to the sun, what our Atma is to our body. Devasya means light of the splendid God. He is illumination and knowledge. Dhimahi means meditation and contemplation on the ultimate truth. Diya means both knowledge and action together. They lead to bliss. Yo relates to Bharga, that is Atma. Na, one who is praying or meditating seeks our intellectual enlightenment in collective sense, not his in singular sense. Prachodayat means to illuminate or to stimulate the intellect. So the total meaning is May the Almighty God illuminate our intellect, which may let us on the righteous path. It is the mantra that upholds both jnana, that is knowledge, and dhyana, that is meditation. There is a sense of universality in the prayer as all the words are included. So it tries to connect the light within every individual, that is Jivatma, with the light supreme, that is Paramatma. Gayatri is a prayer in honor of the sun god who is visible. Pratyaksha Devata, Surya, is not a deity associated with any particular region or culture. He is a power held sacred or holy all over the world. Gayatri, like the other Vedic mantra, is a spiritual vibration. Chanting of mantras in the prescribed manner creates vibration and activates the network of the nerves in the body. It stimulates specific glands and results in the positive energy. It is the it is believed that Gayatri constitutes the spiritual vibration from which the Vedas were expanded. Gayatri is a sacred Mahamantra. It is a universal prayer. The Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas, and various other Hindu scriptures sing in one voice the glory of Gayatri, the profound prayer. Since the Vedic times, Gayatri has been a daily prayer of the Hindus, chanted every morning and evening, addressed to Savit, the power behind the sun. Gayatri is considered the most exalted prayer because, unlike the other mantras, it does not seek material or worldly gains. It is a prayer that seeks the highest enlightenment, the realization of the Supreme Being, which, according to our Sanatana Dharma, it is the highest goal of every human being. Gayatri is undoubtedly the prayer or meditation meant for men and women everywhere, irrespective of their caste, creed, religion, or nationality. Gayatri has three names: Gayatri, Savitri, and Saraswati. These three are present in everyone. Gayatri represents the senses. It is the master of the senses. Savitri is the master of prana, that is life force. Savitri signifies truth. Saraswati is the presiding deity of speech, that is Vak. The third represent purity in thought, word, and deed. Although Gayatri has three names, all three are in each one of us as the senses, that is Gayatri, the power of speech, Saraswati, and the life force, that is Savitri. All these three are in present in everyone. So that is what they are telling. Gayatri and women. Masters, the subject of women and Gayatri Mantra has been a topic of much controversy in India. Sita was chanting Gayatri Mantra, wife of another Saptarushi, that is Atri, by name Anasuya, was also chanting Gayatri Mantra. One who does Gayatri Japa, that is chanting, achieves higher knowledge. If that is so, no reason why it should be restricted to any particular section of people or only menfolk. It has been reported that even gods used to chant Gayatri Mantra and Sandhya prayers. Chaturmukha Brahma is said to have done Gayatri Upasana according to Devi Bhagavata. Sri Rama was also chanting the mantra according to Valmiki Ramayana. Sri Krishna also was a Gayatri Upasaka mentioned in the Bhagavata. According to Adi Shankaracharya, it is beyond, it is means Gayatri Mantra is beyond human competence to describe the glory of Gayatri. Nothing is so important in the world as to have wisdom. This wisdom by which self realization is attained through divine insight is inspired by Gayatri. Swami Vivekananda defined Gayatri Mantra as we meditate on the glory of that supreme power who has produced this universe. May he enlighten our minds. Om is joined to it at the beginning and at the end. J.B.S. Haldane, an eminent British scientist, said that the Gayatri Mantra should be carved on the doors of every laboratory of the world. Pandit Madana Mohana Malaviya, who is the founder of Banaras Hindu University, Muni Vidyaranya, Guru in Vijayanagara Kingdom, Chakravarti Rajagopalachari, Governor General of India. Even these famous personalities chanted Gayatri Mantra regularly. Gayatri is not just the prayer of the Hindus and for the Hindus. The significance of the mantra has been recognized in other countries too. It is broadcast regularly on the radio channels in Suriname, South America, and Amsterdam, Holland. It is taught regularly to the school children in Bali, Indonesia. It has been the subject of research by an American scientist in the Hamburg University, Germany. The findings from this study are highly illustrative and they have recommended the greatness of the Gayatri Mantra. Dr. Howard Stengrill, an American scientist, said Gayatri Mantra is the best divine prayer hymn in the world. He collected mantras, hymns, and invocations from all over the world and from all regions and tested their strength in his physiology laboratory. Gayatri Mantra produced 110,000 sound waves per second. This was the highest and found it to be most powerful hymn in the world. That the combination of the sound and the variation in the sound waves and its particular frequency is capable of developing specific spiritual potentialities. Mantra's efficiency was initiated on the mental and physical planes of creation. They found out that chanting of mantra develops a sacred and focused psyche. A person develops divine magnetism. He has inkling of the coming events. In the beginning, it is just a hunch, but gradually he acquires exact knowledge of future events. His curse and blessings materialize. He can read the thoughts of others. He can convey his messages to person in far off places without the help of modern communication modes. The atmosphere around him is calm and fierce. Persons sitting close to him will feel wonderful peace, piety, and righteousness. He can donate a part of his tapasya to anybody. Some celestial power and presence appears to be his constant companion. He gets marvelous divine experiences through the influence of his presence. So, we came to know the spiritual benefits of chanting Gayatri Mantra. Now, let us know about material and physical benefits like it bestows attractive personality, it develops power of speech, it helps to overcome poverty and insufficiency. Brilliance in the eyes could be noticed. It helps in avoiding serious or dangerous influences, unfavorable circumstances, and dangerous situations. Activates internal centers, nerve fibers, and glands in the body. So, for all these reasons, Gayatri Mantra is said to be mother of all mantras and Veda Mata. In order to understand the kind of transformation that Gayatri Upasana brings about, it would be useful to look at the lives of accomplished Gayatri sadhakas. We have noted earlier how Brahma, Rama, Krishna, Shankaracharya, and other great seers and scholars have since the most ancient time have benefited from Gayatri Upasana. Masters, now I am going to introduce a Gayatri Upasaka who made immense contribution to the propagation of Gayatri during his lifetime. He is Sri Vallabha Chaitanya Guruji. He has been a worshipper of Gayatri since his early childhood. Guruji was born in Hubli, that is Karnataka, in India. Krishnendra Guruji, also known as Kailanga Swami of Varanasi, was a celestial guru of Vallabha Chaitanya Guruji from childhood. For 16 years, Guruji did his japa and anusthana in a small cave like room of a temple in Hubli. Guruji recalls that a snake would often creep in through the window of his room at night and sleep next to him. After the relentless japa and anusthana, Guruji received an insight to establish the Gayatri Tapobhumi at a place called Tadas near Hubli in 1994. In February 2000, an idol of goddess Gayatri Devi was consecrated at the temple in the Gayatri Tapobhumi. This temple has emerged to be a holy visiting place, and every day thousands of people come there to offer puja to goddess Gayatri Devi and seek the blessings of Guruji. Besides offering Mahaprasada or free meal to all the visiting devotees, The Tapobhumi is involved in running a charitable hospital, organizing periodical health camps, Go Seva, and free education facility. The area of the Gayatri Tapobhumi is 13 acres of land and has 50 rooms for the devotees to stay. Tadas Gayatri Tapobhumi is the biggest Gayatri temple in the whole of India. Second comes Rajasthan temple and the third one is in Gujarat. Masters, Guru Vallabha Chaitanya set out the evolved objective of organizing 24 crore Gayatri Mahayagnas at different centers in India. These Mahayagnas had served the noble purpose of spreading awareness about Gayatri and introducing the participants to take up Gayatri Chapa. Guruji attaches great importance to prayer and meditation and has been regularly visiting the Himalayas for his higher spiritual pursuits. He has been spending about 3 to 4 months every year near Ganeshapura near Uttarakashi in Himalayas. There, on the banks of Ganges, in deep solitude and communion with nature, amidst Sivan surroundings, Guruji pursues his spiritual endeavors. An annual function is held every year during February at Gayatri Tapobhumi, Tadas, when several of the Himalayan and other Gurujis and scholars come and take part and share the spiritual wisdom. Guruji sees the supreme reality in every person. He is constantly in search of the divine. Anyone standing near him can see and feel the vibrations that emanate from him. Thus, people coming near him get themselves charged. Guruji was compassionate to everyone. Guruji, like many other saints and sadhus who live in the Himalayas, believes in and practices service to fellow beings. When he stayed in Uttarakashi, he regularly visited other senior and aged sadhus and used to help them out by cleaning their rooms, washing their clothes, and offering such need based assistance. He was so simple, masters. Guruji always wanted clarity about two aspects. One is Gayatri is a male or female, and second one is can women chant the Gayatri mantra? During one of his meditations, Gayatri Devi appeared in front of him as an infant and grew into a woman and smiled and said, I am neither he nor she, I am a Shakti, and confirmed that women have every right to chant Gayatri mantra and worship, saying, so goddess disappeared. Masters, our family has been associated with Guruji for the last 25 years. We regularly visited Gayatri temple and spent time with Guruji. He used to share his spiritual experiences with us. Due to his immense sadhana, we had the opportunity to experience his miracles. I would like to share one such miracle out of many that happened in our family in 2011. During my daughter's wedding reception, In the month of April, there were a lot of arrangements done in the garden to accommodate around 3,000 guests for the evening function at Hubli. But all of a sudden, the weather changed completely and it started raining. And this made us all upset. Guruji came to the function venue. He could understand the situation. He told all our family members not to worry and told us that it will stop here and rain in Gayatri Tapobhumi, which is 25 kilometers away from Hubli. He told this and was meditating till the end of the function. The rainfall stopped within 10 minutes after he told us this. Later at 10:30 p.m., some Gayatri Tapobhumi staff came to the function. When we asked them why they were so late, they told us that there was extreme heavy rainfall at Tapobhumi. We also got to know that surrounding 1 kilometer away from the function venue, there was heavy rainfall. Hearing this, we were astonished. This incident helped us to understand that the Guruji could communicate with the Panchabhuta or the five physical elements. During the month of May 2016, our Guruji passed away. But again in February 2018, a miracle happened in Tapobhumi. As I had mentioned earlier, 23 Koti Gayatri Yagnas were completed when Guruji was still with us. But he had a strong intent to make 24th Yagna in Gayatri Tapobhumi. But after Guruji's demise, we had no confidence to make this Yagna happen because the budget of the function was around 5 crores. All Guru Bandhavas collected this amount from all over India and abroad, and this function was spread over 10 days. Every day, 50 to 60,000 devotees, and there was prasadam throughout the day. This scale of function has never happened in the past across the entire India. This miracle was possible only due to Guruji's strong Sankalpa Shakti. I always wished the power of Tadas Gayatri Temple and Vallabha Chaitanya Guruji to reach everyone. I am really grateful to this platform which helped my wish to come true. I thank everyone and hope it will bring positive changes in our lives. Last but not the least, once again, I thank Vani Madam for giving this great opportunity to share my knowledge through this platform, and I thank Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji. Because of him, I am here in front of you people, because through meditation, I gained lot of confidence, lot of knowledge, lot of courage, everything. I am here, I am like this because of only meditation. I once again thank Vani Madam and all the members of the Gnana Mitra. Thank you, masters, and I thank all the masters who are present here and who are hearing my wisdom. Thank you, all the masters. Hello, madam.
Hello. Ma'am, guided meditation changer.
Okay, madam. Okay, masters. So please slowly close your eyes, clasp your hands. If you are sitting on the chair, cross your legs. So relax. Completely relax. Now we are going to do guided meditation. Masters, so forget about everything, masters. So completely relax. Now I am going to tell some positive affirmations. Please repeat in your mind. I am happy. Today I am living with energy and overflowing joy. My body is healthy. My mind is peaceful. I forgive everybody and peacefully detach with them. I am guided every step with the love and peace. I am blessed and grateful for all that I have. My heart is filled with love and compassion. I have everything I need at this moment. Life is good. My life is joyous. I create own space for my satisfaction. I create my own happiness in my life. My goal is happiness, and so it is. I enjoy every single day. I feel wonderful today. I am happy with my family and friends. I always live in the present.